So today we have the special privilege of speaking with retired Master Corporal Karen Parrott-Therrien, who served for many years in the Canadian military, and she's here to share her experience with us. Well, welcome to 700 Club Canada, Karen. Great to have you with us.
Well, thank you so much, Lori. It's so nice to be here.
Well, you have quite a story, and I want to take you back and ask you what brought you to serve in the military and what were you trained for when you were training?
Well, I finished high school and I wasn't quite ready to go to university. So I thought if I joined the military for 1 year, I could save up the money, go to university, and go on with my life. However, once I joined the military, it just showed me that I was so much more capable of so many things. And it had such an wide aspect of trades that you could choose from, and I chose supply technician. So I was a 911 trade, it's called. So
Oh, interesting. Tell me more about
yeah,
that. What did that involve?
actually, it's a huge trade. It covers so many different things. You can be working in warehouses, giving out clothes. You can be working ammunition. You can be in procurement in the office, on Air Force bases, on naval ships, or in the Army.
That is fascinating. And I have to say, you served in a man's world, really. And
Oh,
what was that
absolutely.
experience like as a woman?
Well, when I initially joined, my first posting was out to Comox, BC, which is an Air Force base. So there were a lot of women there um, in the Air Force trades and in that base. There were many women, and it wasn't a physically difficult base to be at. So for that, women there, we were just sort of coming into our own. Now, moving past the Air Force bases into naval and Army bases, that's where there were very few women.
Yeah, I'm sure. And you ended up on the front lines. And you
Yes.
told me this story of being surrounded on all sides when you served in Bosnia. So, would you share with us what happened in that moment? What was that like?
Yes. Well, I when I left Comox, I went to Petawawa, where women were just being sent into combat arms. I was very honored to be chosen and sent into the Royal Canadian Dragoon Regiment, which was the first time they ever had a female supply technician posted into their unit. From there, we went to Bosnia, and it was very difficult. It was wonderful. We were so proud to go as a unit. We were well trained. However, once we got there, and it was c- continual firing around us, and then it got a little bit more scary.
Yeah, I mean, here you are literally out in the battlefield and you're surrounded on all sides. And wasn't it a special holiday or something? You couldn't even contact family? Is that true?
Yes. So we went over there as the advance party in October, and then I believe it was early December. We had a missile attack that came directly into our camp, blowing up one of the buildings that was there, or the inside of it. From there, we came under attack again. One of our squadrons was captured, and then those remaining on the camp, which I was one of them, we were mined into the camp. So you had three different groups of people fighting. You had the Croatians, the Serbians, and the Muslims. And the Muslims mined us into the camp to protect themselves. It's a war. It's not that they're horrible people. It's just what they were doing, self-preservation. But for us, we couldn't leave, which made us a target that we didn't know if we were going to get out or not.
Right. And here you are, far from family. And,
Hmm.
Christmas is upon you, or it was around that time,
Yes.
right? There must
Yeah.
be a
Oh,
lot of,
yes.
there must be a lot of, I'm sure you're trained to face those situations, but how did you feel in that moment? Did fear ever take over?
I had my moments, and there was one time in particular I just thought, this is it. We're going to die. There's no getting out of this. We know that we know we're a target. And I had a package from my mother for Christmas, and I thought, I may as well just open it now. I'm not going to live till Christmas. I'll never see my mother again. And I almost did. I almost opened it. And then just this calmness came over me. And I thought, no, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And I just put it back underneath my desk, which was where I was sleeping, underneath my desk, for a little bit more protection. And yes, then
Wow.
it got all cleared up.
Wow,
Hmm.
incredible. Well, I want to hear more of your story, Karen, and there's more to tell. We'll be right back in our conversation with retired Master Corporal Karen Parrott-Therrien.